It's electric. Boogie woogie woogie.
Cigar. Okay, we'll do one. So that's gonna be a half-inch one, half-inch one. 354. Got plenty of half-inch material. Plenty of half-inch material. tool one. Okay, let's see what we got here. Measure this real quick. One. Let's see if anybody's chatting. Probably not. Hey Larry, what's up, man? Sorry about that. I can't see the chat. I don't have a history on the TV behind me, so that's why I had to do that. I'm just kind of hanging out, impromptu live. I didn't schedule anything. I never schedule anything. So I'm just running some stuff. I got a few orders I got to take care of, finish up a couple things, and that's it. Nothing special. So hopefully I'll get These are cigar bushings I'm making right now. I make a few sets of them while I'm at it. Have something for stock. I don't know why I'm getting that stringy chip on the last finished pass. I gotta figure that out because it wasn't doing that before, but all of a sudden it started doing it. I changed inserts and it still did it, so I might change it, take a heavier cut, try to break the chip. Maybe that might help. Supposed to measure 361. Thereabouts. Okay, 360.3, 3603, which is good. But I'll bump it up a half a thousandth on the next one. I put a little dimple in this, so when you get the cigar bushings, because they're easy to mix up. So if you mix the two dimples together, just like the cap. So I changed my coolant. My coolant's starting to go bad on me, and probably do that sometime this weekend. Maybe I got other stuff to do too. Move my tool up and set my stock. Ready for the next one. I'm gonna change my offset a little bit because I'm gonna bump my finish tool up. That's going to put 05. See, where am I at now? I got 2 tenths. Okay, that's pretty good. Once I get it set, it takes me about 1 bushing to get set perfect. It usually stays pretty good. The bushing I got was good, but I like to be a little bit better. It's less than 1,000th of an inch, so it's good. Trying to be plus nothing minus a half a thousandth is my number I shoot for, but sometimes 5 tenths, 6 tenths. As long as I'm within 1,000th, I'm super good. This is working. It's a little better, but not much. I gotta come over here and pull it from the back, and I don't like to do that, but yeah, that's what it is for now. Since I made a change to my offsets, I'm going to double check to make sure it's still good. Because sometimes you make a change and sometimes you make it in the wrong direction. So I'm going to double check and measure to make sure. Within 5/10 or half a thousandth. So that's pretty good. Good to go. I might bump it up another couple thousand or couple tenths. I'm going to move this angle of the camera a little bit so maybe not many people want to see me, but sometimes just looking at a machine gets boring. So I'll double check this. Yep. Yep, that's good. Give you an idea of, what I'm doing here. Sometimes it's hard to pull the stock out because I cut it kind of close. So. Might make 4 sets after being stock. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Supposed to bump up that offset a little bit. Why don't you let me know that? Alright, let's do it again. Since I got these to do, I filled all of them except for the cigar and the junior gents. I had all of them in stock. All inside here. check it. Well, no, I take that back. I took my M1 brake off, so it continued on, so I'm missing. Check it. I'm gonna double check it real quick, just to make sure. That's a lot better. I mean, it's all good. It's just this one's a little bit closer, which is good. I can try to be as accurate as I can. Is that 3? Okay, I'll do one more of this side. Oh, that should be good. Pliers. There we go. Get a better grip of that. There we go. Now we be good. Bunch of stuff. I got some threaded inserts I gotta make too. But I might do those this week. Supposed to have been working on them already. I have been procrastinating just a wee bit. In order that they place, I just haven't been doing it. Kind of set up on this other stuff now. Number 4. Now I can switch sides. I might do. You know what? That's a good idea. I might take a pen and dot like red on that inside that dimple. That'd be kind of cool. I am going to do that. That's a good idea. I'm glad I thought of that myself. Do like a red marker or, ooh, not a marker, but a paint pen. Paint marker, I guess you want to call it that. Really is the right thing. Paint marker. Alright, so that's that one. Oh. Okay. Alright. Do that. This is the nib in for the kit. I did the end of the cap, now I'm doing the nib because the two in the middle are over half-inch material, so I gotta do that. So if I have to switch over to the junior gents, and I think some of those are smaller than half-inch. I have to double check on numbers. Might all be 5-inch. I have to double check. I can't remember. Right off the top of the head. Got so many stinking numbers on these things, it's hard to remember what's what. A lot of them I can. Sometimes I can't. Okay. Double check these. When I switch programs, I like to take a measurement on the first one, or if I'm only doing one, I just check it. But I'm gonna double check this dimension here, 3607, which was perfect, and this one here should be 464. Yep, I'm within 3/10 there. Good to go on that. Woohoo! I'm gonna check to see if my check's not working or whatever. Yes, I guess. I haven't seen anything. No, okay. Back in the saddle. You need to get me get like a red or oh, fluorescent green marker. That would be kind of cool. Or paint. I'll have to see what marker it has. I'll have to look and see what they got on there. Maybe possibly get one. My X is making a little my X-axis is making a little bit of noise, but I think it's the belt. So if it's just the belt, I can change that belt. I gotta get one. But I don't know if it is or not. If it's still making the noise or not. It doesn't sound like it, but then again, I'm also cutting. But I'm gonna see if it's making anything. No, it's not anymore. I need to change something here. Yeah, what am I supposed to change? Oh, change my counter. So every time I run a program, it ticks on here like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way, try to keep track of how many I've made. I'm only making 4, so it's not that big a deal. But if I'm running multiples, like 15, 20 sets at a time, I try to keep track of it. That way I know, because if I'm running full sets, usually a stick of material will yield me 20 pieces. Now that I've got a smaller part off tool, I can get 21 out of a stick now. So it's kind of it's an odd number. So I try to make it an even number, because 20, 20, 20, 20, but now it's like 21, 42, which actually I can get one extra set if it's a Sierra out of 2 sticks, which it works. Because they were the last piece was just too short to make another bushing. But since I've got a smaller grooving tool, instead of taking an 1/8 inch, I'm taking 40 thousandths. If you take 40 thousandths times 20, that's 800 thousandths. So I can actually get an extra piece out of it. This works out pretty good. Once I run out of these inserts, I'm going to change over to this tool, see how well it works. I like this tool, but the inserts are more expensive. So I feed holes so I can pull these chips off of this part. There we go. There we go. I don't talk a lot on my streams, I don't think I do. So sometimes it's boring. To be honest with you, I think most of my streams are boring. I don't have like a structured, flow to the stream. I just get on and just kind of see what happens. So when I get it this way, this is finished turning. So now all I gotta do is put the 60 degree on the back side. I do that after everything's done. Because I have to change collet sizes for each set is different. And sometimes I have to change collet sizes within the set. Luckily the cigar is all the same. So I don't like doing that. But too bad, okay. Come around the side, pull that stringy chip out. It didn't used to do that. I don't know why. Might be because the insert I'm using, I flipped it, but I may have to change it completely. See if that makes a difference. Because I flipped it, but I may have used the other edge too. So. If you're still in here, Larry, how are those bushings working out for you, man? I'm going to assume good, but I like a lot of feedback, because without feedback, I will assume everything is good. So I mean, I like I said, I like feedback, whether it's good or bad. Actually, I would prefer bad feedback more than good, because that way I can improve my product to where it's a lot better for everybody. I mean, I would say I would want more bad feedback, but you know what I mean. Bad feedback is still good feedback. That way I can improve on what I'm doing. And I sent out some silicone molds, and I said, hey, people were like, I'll try them. I said, okay. I said, I want your honest opinion. Don't hold back. If you say it absolutely sucks, tell me that, because that way I can change what I need to, and plus tell me what sucks about it. Don't just say, hey, it sucks. But yeah, okay. Is it the size? Is it the flexibility? Is it too long? Is it too short? Is it too wide? Is it using too much resin? Is it not holding the shape? And that's what I need to know. So, one guy said it was holding good up to 40 psi, but over that it was deforming. I said, oh, okay. But see, I didn't vacuum the silicone either, so that might have been part of it. So now I bought new silicone, so I vacuum it now, and I put it in my pressure pot with a camera just to see, and it didn't deform, so I'm assuming it's good. So I'm actually going to cast some clear and see what it does. Put it under like 60 psi, no, 50 psi. And my pressure pot goes 60 max, and I don't want to do that. I want to stay a little bit under. If anything over 40 is good, so I do 50 psi. And that works for me. Goodness. Whew. Be right back. I don't sell that many cigar sets that much anymore. I mean, it goes in waves. Because sometimes I'll sell a ton of Sierras in a row, and then sometimes I'll do like cigars, and all of a sudden it's like junior gents for a while, and then it just depends. You see this one here, I won't be able to get it technically I can get a piece out of this, okay, because it's long enough, but the problem is holding on to it. That's my issue. I don't want to hold on to just a teeny tiny bit, because if I do, the tool hits it, it messes up, then I got messing up my tools and whatever. So I don't want to do that. I can mess up my collets. I can throw my machine out of alignment if it crashes like that, so I don't want to do that. So I usually just throw it in the scrap bin and take it and sell it for scrap. So I get a little something out of it. The only issue is that the scrap, this is 17.4 stainless steel, but the scrapyard doesn't recognize it as stainless because it is magnetic. They know it's stainless, but if it's magnetic, the guy in the back doing the stuff is say, okay, it's magnetic, I get steel price, which kind of sucks, but I get it. But unfortunately, I wish I could get stainless prices for it. Okay, so right now, I'm going to get another piece of 1/2 inch material here. Wipe it off. It comes in with not really oily, but it's kind of not as clean as I'd like it to be. Especially putting it in the collet and stuff. So what I do is I go through the back of the machine here. Once I need to make, also, I'll make these spindle liners. So if there's nothing to support the material exaggerated, the material just does this in the back and it creates a vibration. So what I do is I have a spindle liner that goes in, so now it's supported all the way through. I think it's supported all the way up into about this size, which this size is good. It doesn't mess up on me, but see, it goes in, so it goes into the back of the spindle, so it supports it all the way through, so it doesn't wave around and mess things up. But you do not want to do that. Do this. Usually the first one, the cut's a little wonky. The edge, the end of the material. My 5/8 is actually pretty good. So I can almost tell where it comes from. If you look at the edge of it, it's just a saw cut, or so it's not perfectly square. So I try to take a little bit off on my first one to make sure it cleans up really well. Up here. I'm kind of messing with the thing. Oh, I don't know if you guys, anybody out there collects the I say collects the little mini 5-gallon buckets from Lowe's and Ace and Menards. Who else? Bass Pro, Cabela's. I said Ace already. Home Depot has them, but I haven't seen them yet. So this morning they were. Move this up a little bit. Maybe that might help. But this morning, Lowe's was giving away to the first 150 people. We're giving away mini 5-gallon water coolers. And what this is, it's a straw, and it's a drink cup. So it's pretty cool. Why I get these? Because why not? Really. And it's so cool. It's a cup with a straw, and I'm like, it's so cool. It's kind of vibrating a little bit. I need to make one for the 1/2 inch, which I'll do that today. Okay, with that being said, I want to. Okay, it looks like. Okay, the edge, the end of it did clean up. I just wanted to make sure of that. So it did clean up, so it's good to go. I could have just took a skim cut and called that 0, but I didn't. I didn't want to change my T54 on my machine. Yeah. My shop is a mess. I'm going to change the zoom on this real quick. See if I can, maybe I can get a little bit wider view. Maybe that might help out. That looks better, I think. I got a bunch of stuff up on my part, so I'm gonna take it off. And never, never, ever, ever, never, 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 ever, ever, never, 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 never grab chips with your hand while the chuck's spinning. It will hurt you, possibly rip fingers off, pull you into the machine. Some machines are big enough to kill you. So, I don't know if you could see, but on this finger right here, I did that once. And it actually pulled a chip through my finger and it laid it open. And that hurt. I was back early in my career when I didn't, I was young and dumb. Now I'm not young anymore. Problem is, like the first set, it's kind of hard to grip it. Because it's the whole, I'm trying to pull the whole piece with just a little bit of a grip. So, that's pretty good there. But I don't know if my junior gents are, I can't remember the numbers on them right off top of my head, but I'll look at real quick. I have all the numbers on the program, so I can just look at the program to see. I don't want to have to change material right this second. So, actually, yeah. I got one of them that's 480, so that'll work. And the rest of them is like, I need the 5/8 material for it, so I'll just do this here. Load. And now I'm ready to cut that junior gent one. Actually, I'll probably do 3 of these. I'm going to set my M1 brakes. So after it does a finish pass, it'll come away, a safe zone, stop so I can measure it, and then keep on going. It should be 381 on the diameter on the small part. Did I not get it out of there? Oh, I didn't. None of these are cigars. Where'd my little piece of paper go? Where'd it go? Maybe I can do this. I have all these little bags that I've making there. There we go. Perfect. I'll just put that there. Oh, I did change this, so I have to change that program a little bit. Now it should stop. Oh, yeah. I did. I'm about to change this program too, so it's alright. It's aight. Where am I thought I had like a little notepad out here or something. Okay, it? 392. Remove 285. Let's see what we got here. Alright, check through. That just tells me I haven't made this in a while. Because I started, about a month ago, I started changing these programs over to kind of tweak them a little bit. That's perfect. So, yep, I need to change that too. Normally, I don't want these to fall into the chip bin, so I have to dig through it to get it, so I usually leave it attached. But since I made this quick and cheap, dirty parts catcher kind of thing, so I need to put a cap on it or something. But actually I want to 3D print something different. But I'll leave it attached and just break it off like this. But the problem with that is it takes time. So that's all. We're gonna stop. If I had a way to zoom in, I could show you that. Okay, so I need the file, edit. So I'll change this to a 1. I think it's 285. Yeah, there it is. Just delete that line. Okay, go down here to my parting tool, change that to a 0.0. So it's going to just go to 0. And yeah, that works. I'll save and close. Do I want to reload? Absolutely. Oh, put in a bad 0. Yep, that's what it was. Save. I don't want to load. Now, no errors. Add 0.0.0. You can't do that. Okay. So some of these programs I've tweaked a little bit, and I haven't cut them in a while since I've tweaked them. Or since the newer programs I'm kind of tweaking a little bit. But not tweaking, refining, improving. Does that make sense? I don't have a whole lot of work to do, but double check the dimension again. Every time I make a change to a program, no matter what it is, I always like to check. just to verify, make sure everything's on the up and up. Yeah, see that was closer on this one, or was it? So it's supposed to be 381. I'm 3806, which is still good. I'm within 0.0004 of my dimension, which is pretty close. Pretty dang accurate. Give me an idea. Standard tolerancing, depending on the part, drawing, blah blah blah. Plus or minus 5 thousandths is a pretty decent tolerance, pretty good tolerance to hit. So I'm divide that by like 50, and I'm like within four of those. That makes sense. Now this should drop off in my parts catcher. And it does. Like a glove. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Just hanging out, running some stuff. I got a couple of orders I got to get out. So got one order. Well, I take it. I got a couple orders to get out. But I'm just finishing up an order for customers going out. He called me the other day, actually, to ask a bunch of questions, and I answered them. So. Oh, glad you are, man. Like I was telling Larry earlier, I like feedback, because without feedback, I'm going to assume that everything is good. So whether it's good feedback or bad feedback, to me it's all good, because if I don't get feedback, it's hard to improve. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. I looked a little bit like a few days ago. I got 105 subscribers. Yes, rocking it, man. I think a couple months ago, I think I was at like 45, 48, somewhere around there. So I went on a few streams, and everybody's like, hey, I'll subscribe if you subscribe. I'm like, okay. If you see my subscribe list, it's like huge. And half the stuff I subscribed just because it was a good idea and I wanted to go back to it, but then I never watched it again. So some of the channels I subscribe to that I'm not even interested anymore, but I keep subscribed to them because it helps them out, I guess. And me subscribing to them ain't gonna hurt me any, so it doesn't matter. A little over an hour, I think Zach's show come on. Zach's show comes on. And I can't talk to them. I was showing Larry, got up this morning, went to Lowe's, and got me my mini 5-gallon cooler cup. It was free to your rewards members or whatever. And it was first 150. So I got in line, I was like number 15 in line. Stupid stuff. I got the mini 5-gallon buckets too from Lowe's, Ace, Menards, who else? Bass Pro, Cabela's. I think it might be in Bucky's. I got one from Bucky's the other day. Got a coworker give it to me. So I've got a bunch of them. Why do I get them, you ask? Because they're cool. Got the little teeny totes too. Those are so cool. Again, why? Why not? I think I'm gonna do 3 of these. I'll make some more. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to measure first. See where I'm at. Yep, that's good. Probably bump it up to a couple tenths, but it's still well within my tolerance. Tired, man. I didn't get to sleep till late last night. My daughter went to a concert across the water. And I stayed up until she got back. She didn't get back till like 1:30. And I know she's an adult, but you never stop worrying about your kids. Okay, that's 3, right? All right, so now double check. I think the rest of the ones I have are out of the 5/8 material. So that. I need to make one real quick. So I think I have one. Yep, there we go. Nothing small diameter. It's supposed to be 273. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. So thank you, man. Let's do this. I can do this real quick. Okay, 275. Right? That's actually pretty cool. You know, this software is very, I'm not going to say basic, but it's got some really cool features in there. So if I want to do, if I'm going to do the 8mm, I do 8mm, you're in inches, and it converts it for me. I do 7mm, and 275, 85. Negative, okay, because I'm on the negative side. So, 8, okay. 300. Here, 2000, let's go. Okay. There we go. Working large diameter. It's going to be -275 plus. That's not right. Oh. -275 -125. 400. Okay, so that works. 1, 2, 275, so 3 would be 4. Let's do Yep. Okay. Alright, so that's got, so finish. Alright, so it's gonna be. What, 275. Yep. 4, yep. Right. It changed this part of it too. Well, I changed. Well, if I do, I changed it from not kids, because if I do kids, the chat's not available. I have to go back and look. It's got to be something. I'll go back and look and see. Because I did change it to not kids when I did the phone, but maybe there's something. I have to go into some notification settings or something and see. I think this will work. Finish. Okay. Is 4. Ready, finish. And save as.
Do you know what your paycheck is now, $50.50 less?
Sorry about that. I had to check on something. All right, so I changed that. So close. So, okay. Let's see, do this. These are normal. Edit? Okay, alright, so, see, this is the part, this is the part here that, like, as a machinist, people don't understand. They think, CNC machinist, you just put the thing in, push a button, it makes a part. Now, all this stuff that I'm doing is so I can make the part. You know that. So it's not just like, oh, just put it in the machine, it makes a part. It's not quite that simple. I mean, Exaggerated, yes. Actually, no. Delete. Go. 275. Nine. I got stops in here to where it'll stop, machine off, so I can measure it and then go back. So that's what I do there. So obviously I should change that to 0. Save. But I also want to go here. And go back to the B. Edit. So I go back down here. And V. I'm going to do this. Change this to 350. It'll work. Save. And load. Okay, so that should be good. So if I go in here, I'm on tool 3. So if I go X point, negative 0.35, Z 0.130. So now I go, that will go to my stop. And I can loosen up my thing here. Okay. So I'll go back out here, give you my safe spot. My safe spot. And then yep, that should be good. What's that noise? Huh. I kept hearing this beep beep. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I think you've mentioned to me before about the notifications, but people are getting them. Somebody is. So I have to go back and check, because I did uncheck the Safe for Kids, because if it's Safe for Kids, the chat doesn't show up. It doesn't allow people to chat. I did that before. I got some stuff here. This here is a bead set for a guy in Kentucky. Yeah. So I want to double check this one. Make sure it's good. After the finish pass, now my finish pass. You know what? Did I change it? Let's see here. You know what? I think I did. I was gonna make it 400. Or did I? I don't know now. Well, maybe I'm. Fill I'll put in the 0. At least I want to measure this. I can't remember what I did now. I don't think it took a finish pass on that larger diameter. It's not a big deal, but I just want to verify that this is 275, give or take. Okay, that's good. That'll work. Okay, so here. Okay, so that's right. Did I not? Okay, so I'm gonna go back. And look at the program that I just made. Because I don't think it's good. I have to double check. I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, so that's that one. I changed this to a 3.5. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Double check that. That should be 400. So file. That's what it. My finger or something. That's what it was. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. You know what? Yeah, yes, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. Finish. Okay, so that's fine. Run. So, save. Right. Nice. Okay, so go back to this. Edit it. That stayed the same. There we go. That's okay. Yeah. It, for some reason, it puts like all these M1s back in it. So I gotta go back and take it out every time I change it, which is not a big deal. But okay. So alright. So actually, this one is trash. I don't know. I kind of like that. What did it come out to be? 3. No, I'm okay. It's only 25 thousandths difference. It'd be fine. Because that number is a number that I made up. It doesn't fit anything. It's just a shoulder to rest up against. That's all it is. Got 100 of these little threaded inserts to make too for a customer, so I'll be knocking those out later. Okay, so that's 285. So now I'm doing this. $470, right? 410 for roughing. And that, and now I'll come back with my finish pass. Oh, taking some off there, that's good, that's what I want to see. And then pause. So that's good. Let me double check my measurement. It's be 375, so I'm good there. It's supposed to be 400, I'm good there. I might bump up my offset a couple tenths. But all in all, that's pretty daggone good. Yeah, the large diameter on these bushings don't fit anything. I just got to have enough shoulder to rest something up on, that's all. Because this diameter here is, it goes in, they're drilling a 7mm hole, so this is a 275 diameter. And this is a 400 just because that's what I come up with. So that way there's shoulder, so when you drill a 7mm hole with a drill bit, there's no tube or anything, so this fits right inside that hole, so that should be fine. That's my plan. I'll stick to it. I need to draw up a spindle liner for this 1/2" material because I don't like how it flip and flops, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to get, I'll redo that, or not redo, but I'll do that tonight. Just let that print overnight kind of thing, you know? It takes about 4 hours to print it. I don't print it super fast. I'm more of the accuracy of it more than the speed. So if I print it before I go to bed, I'll wake up in the morning, it's done. So it doesn't really matter how long it takes. So, I think I was going to change. I'm going to change the offset here. So I was gonna put that in. Great. My roof temperature is 132. In the shop here, it's only 88. I got the air conditioner running, but sometimes and I'm in an uninsulated shop, so the AC does what it can. then I'll run it while I'm out here, then not when I'm not. Let me double check that since I did make a change on the offset. Should be 275 plus nothing minus a wee bit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Within 4/10. Woohoo! Yeah, man. I know it's a little warm outside, but I think tonight might be a hot tub night. Maybe. Stop that, okay. A little magnet. Get some parts out. Right down on here. Alright, that worked. Alright, so that's that. Move that down a little bit so I have enough to get my material out of there. Actually, before I do, what I like to do, because sometimes the material has a burr on it from the what you call it. So I like to spin it up just a little bit, take a file and go. That's it. So when I put it back up, it doesn't have that burr on the edge. And, yeah, just little things like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm gonna have to order some more material soon. I'll probably do it Monday. There's a piece of 5/8. And change my collet over to a 5/8 collet. One of these days, I'm going to do a live stream on actually making a pen. I haven't done one of those in years. One of these days, I'm going to do it. Okay. 5/8. I've already used this one, so I'll do that. Okay, so if I do this, bring it out to touch my part. So, good thing about this machine is G54 is G54, it's always the same. So it's pretty good. So no matter what collet I put in there, it works. Now, when it worked, I'll change my collets. It's going to change it a little bit, so I have to set my Z every time, which is not an issue. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to do cigars. Finish up the cigars. Cigar here. And good to go on that. So I'm going to finish up the cigar. How am I doing today? How many am I doing? 8 of them. I'm doing eight of them, so I do. I'm doing 4 of them, not 8, 4. So 4 is what I'm doing. There we go. And we are cut. Got my brake on there, so what they call it, I call it optional stop, which is an M1. Hard stop is M0. So no matter what happens, it's going to stop. So sometimes you don't want to, so you want to be able to turn it on and off. So M1, you can turn on and off with the button. So that's what I do. So once I get it set, if I'm running a bunch of them, I'll just leave it off and it just runs. I don't have to stop and measure every time. Once I get it set, it's usually set. As they come off the machine, I'll measure them, and if sometimes they'll be a little under, which is fine. But then I'll make some adjustments as it's going. Like for example, this here is 360.0. This is good. So, but I'll tweak it. I'll bump it up about 3/10, just because. I should dimple on this. Yep, that's right. How do you give me a paint pen so I can mark these? Cigars, I'll do this. And also, at like around 2:45 to 3 or so, I'm shutting the stream off so I can jump on Zach's stream. So about another half hour. That's what I'm going to do, and that's it. I'll jump on his stream and say what up. On my door, I got a big piece of sheet magnetic for like magnetic vehicle signs. I use it as my dry erase board. But that way I can look at it from here and I'll jot down sets that I need to make. And then I can go and cross them out as I get them done. If not, I will forget. Now, since I made a change to my offsets, I'm going to double check and see what it is. I'm going to do this one old school. I got a Starrett 0 to 1 that I've used for years and years and years and years. And I've had this thing for probably I want to say 25 years. And when I got this machine, I had a digital one come with it, and I was like, I'm not a digital kind of guy. But sometimes I like to do this, double check, lock it in, right from, and then I'll look at the numbers, and then that's good. So this one here measures 6. It measures 360.3606 is what I'm measuring with the Starretts. This is a Mitsitoya. I'm going to see what this one measures. It's 0.2 difference, which really is nothing. Hold on, let me check. Let me double check here. No. It was 8. I didn't have my glasses on. This measures 3608. And if I measure with this one, .3608. So they're right on the money. This one costs more than that one, but I was never really a digital guy until I got that, and I was like, let me try it. And I double checked a bunch of measurements just to make sure it was reading accurately. So it was. So I've been using it for a little over a year now. It works pretty good. I'm going to check the notifications though. And see. Check that and see, because Just I thought I unchecked the kid part for the chat, but maybe there's something else. I'm not an expert with the YouTube stuff. Ooh, was dangerous. To call OSHA on myself. Go ahead and let this one roll. I did measure it. Yeah, I did. Try not to get coolant dripped on my arms. But sometimes there's nothing I can do about it. It gets like a random drip from somewhere. Oh, just like that. Now I started doing my cigar bushings because it's hard to they get mixed up. So I'll put a little dimple in the one here. See, this one doesn't have a dimple. So therefore, this one and there we go. These two go together. And the ones without the dimple go together. So this is the cap and this is the body. Keeps them straight, I hope. There's other markings on it too. But some people were confused about that, so I left them in there, but I made a little change in my program to add a little dimple in there. So hopefully that works. No, that would be a 4, right? So, is it? 1, 2, miscounted, but my counter on the machine is right. So that was right. I don't know if I'm missing chats or not, but if I missed your chat, let me know. Did I blow that out of there? Did I not get it yet? Ah, there we go. My brain is not braining today for some reason. Alright, so that's that one. Now I gotta go to the next one here. Run to the restroom real quick. restroom real quick. Couldn't find anything with the kids other than when I first start the stream. But I don't know. Maybe. I am not an expert. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that's one. Why did it change to 5 now? Did I do something wrong? Oh, do something. Okay, so I only did one of those. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, okay. Yes, that makes sense. Why am I like brain fart here? Oh, you know what? I must not have had the thing in there. That's what it is. That's that part. That was almost a disaster. There we go. Helps when you put the right numbers in and the right stuff. I was like, oh no. Funny thing about these machines, they'll do exactly what you tell it to. Won't even question it. They're like, okay. Whether there's metal, a chuck, or anything, fingers, in a way, it doesn't matter. It's going to do what you tell it to. Let me double check that dimension real quick. Perfect. This is supposed to be 530. Yep. Yeah, about another 5 minutes, I'm gonna cut it off. Well, I'll get these done first. I got 3 more of these to do. do a whole lot of cigars anymore. It got to the point where I was doing. They go in waves, I guess you want to call it that. Spurts, where I'll do a lot of cigars in a while. I'll do a lot of cigars in a row, and then some of them Sierras, some Junior Gents. Yeah, it just depends on what's going on. I get a run of like bolt action for a little bit, but I haven't done any bolt actions in a while. Well, I did some for a recent order, but I didn't have any in stock. So I made like a couple, I think I got 2 sets in stock now. But it's just, I don't do a whole lot of those anymore. So it's just one of those things. Well, my old machine that I use, programs won't transfer to this one. So all those old programs work on the old machine still, but they won't work on this one. So I'm like, I have to rewrite all my programs for this machine, which is not a big deal. That's okay. All right, I gotta put that in the program. I forgot to add that to the program. I forgot. I thought I had it in my program. I guess I did not. All right, let's do this. The file, what is this? 530. Edit. Save. Double check. The one, okay. Did it add something to this? Nope, okay, save, back out, okay, I'm gonna reload. I'll finish making these soon, and then I'll log off. And might grab me something to eat. I'm hungry. Make me a tomato salad. Oh, I got taco. I got tacos. Give me tacos. Yeah, it took me a while to learn this machine. I mean, say a while, it took me about a week or two. It took me really about a month or two to get comfortable with it. But that's pretty good. I'm happy with the purchase. A lot of money though. Don't like stringy chips. That's a bad thing. But without changing a whole lot of things right now. I'm just going to keep it like it is, and I might mess with it later. But I got stuff to do. Know what I mean? I don't know what I have. I don't think anybody's watching right now. Because I've got. It's just me. Just me. Alright, well, I think I'm going to shut her down. So, get this real quick. Unplug that. Go. Alright. Yep, so try that again. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. If you need any trim between center bushings, please hit me up, tbcbushings.com. And my phone number is also on the website. If you email me through the website, I get it sometimes I don't. So best thing to do is text me or call me, one or the other. So anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.